So with Ultraman Omega just around the corner, as of this recording, I want to sort out my feelings about the other new generation Ultraman shows so far. So let's do this tier list. Naturally, we're starting over with Ginga, the first Ginga. They actually decided to split Ginga and Ginga S in this tier list. Personally, I like to think of those two as a single show, but kind of don't have to, and it kind of doesn't treat itself as a single show. So yeah, I gotta place this one. Ginga, the first. Let's see here. Ultra, that's reserved for the guys that are the tops, the best of the best, and that's not quite Ginga. I do like Ginga. I'm not sure if it's like the most popular. I'm not sure of the general opinion on most of these shows. I just kind of know how I feel about most of them. But let's see here. Then we have Ultra, which means that it's good, definitive of the series, the franchise. But I'm not sure if I would quite say that Ginga is quite Ultra. Now Ginga, I might put it between Super and Ultra. I just know I'm not going to put it at the top of the top, because I do have like this a slight personal attachment to Ginga, because it's the very first Ultraman series that I wanted to give like a real shot at when I was getting really into Tokusatsu. And at the time, Ginga was like the newest one. So I was checking it out, and I liked that first episode. And even when I rewatched it for the channel, still liked that first episode. But beyond that first episode, it's not the most glamorous, not the most exciting Ultraman. I was rewatching Ginga even more recently, because I started watching Ultraman shows with my mom. And just watching the first Ginga again, it didn't feel like the most exciting show. I was like a little bit worried that my mom might be falling asleep as we were watching it. Even though I was still fairly engaged with it. I still like Hikaru as the main character. I like the setting. I like that it does just kind of take place at a school. It just wasn't super exciting. So for now, I'm gonna put that at Super. Now, if we talk about Ginga S, that's a little bit different. It was a whole lot more exciting. It was cool to have a show Ultraman Victory as a secondary main character. He might even have been a little bit more important than Hikaru. Especially since he had his own Ultra Fight special at the end of it. Let's see, but yeah, it's definitely a step up above Ginga, and it did give me the Robo waifu, the android waifu. She was wonderful. So as things stand right now, I might put it at Super. I don't feel like it quite stands on Ultra, but I'm gonna put put original Ginga down 1, just because I feel like there's still like a tier better than my feelings of Ginga S. And now Ultraman X, one of my favorite Ultraman shows. So that's instantly gonna go up here. Again, my very personal connection with X is that it was like the Ultraman show that made me a fan, made me a true fan of the series. So I have to be all like, X, wah, up here. Let's see here, Orb. Now Orb, I had to actually watch a couple times. Again, I've been rewatching some Ultra shows. We basically got through most of the new generation heroes that have been released on Blu-ray. Orb, I actually liked it a whole lot more like the second time around. Now, I always thought it was good, but there was just, I always felt like there's something I'm missing here, because I just think it's okay. It's just okay. Guy is still a cool character. Juggler is still a cool character. And just kind of learning the mysteries of what happened in the past was intriguing. But I guess I just had a hard time like really understanding his appeal as the cowboy, I guess. But watching it the second time around, especially with having more experience since then with the Ultra series, the things that separate Orb from a lot of the other ones, how Orb is a whole lot more of a loner than the Ultras in the series. And he really puts into scope how long he's been at it as a wanderer. And having that actually play a part in the story was helped it stand out a lot. And Juggler is such a cool character. I think this is the tier that Ultra was made for. It's not like my favorite like X, love X, but still very good, especially after I watched it again. Jeed, I always loved Jeed ever since I started watching it. Adore the characters, the love triangle. I'm not sure if the Ultra series has that many love triangles. The more I talk about relationships in Ultra series, the more special that kind of is. I didn't say anything about it earlier, but I do like, one of the things I liked about Ginga was that it did have a very distinct focus on romantic interest. Jeed is a little bit the same, it's just not as much of a center point. It is very much a subplot, unresolved, because it is a love triangle. And Riku, at the end of the day, is a little bit of a kid. But how does that affect my feelings towards the series? I adore Riku as a main character. And yeah, I admittedly love it more than Victory, so, or Ginga S. Do I like Jeed more than Orb? I think I do like Riku more than Orb, so I'm gonna put it right here. Aha, Ultraman Rube. Now here's another one that I love. I love having the dual main characters. You have supporting casts, you have in other Ultra series you have secondary Ultraman, but no, this one splits it up between two. Although I might say that the movie definitely focuses more on the older brother. But it's the fact that they're brothers. It's the fact that it's about family. Don't see that enough in Tokusatsu IMO. But when it is there, I love it a lot. I love the way that they're dealt with. I like to go 5, but that was a lot of fun. And just seeing the brotherhood here. There are just so many, they're just like these little moments, these little interactions of the dialogue between Katsumi and Isami that just kind of resonate with me, with how like they want to maintain their brotherly macho status quo while also, having a sweet moment, stuff like that. So am I gonna put it in ultra, or am I gonna put it in ultra? Let's see here. And again, it might not be one of the most exciting because I guess it does veer closer to comedic stuff. But I did find they did a really good job with the continuous plot, even in less important episodes. They weave in a little bit of information that makes you want to just keep going. So it is, if you get into these characters, it's a really addicting show. I put it in Ultra. I like that show. I love that show. I love it a lot. Let's see here. So we have Taiga. I've only watched it recently. I've only watched it once. So my problem with Taiga is that while it was still a good show, and the characters were okay, I did find myself able to like everybody on the team. But there was no episode that truly like resonated with me. Also, the Arc Shine was pretty hilarious. But geez, but there's just nothing that really like made it shine aside from the Arse. Yeah, putting that down here with Good Guy along with first Ginga. Ultraman Z, one of the best openings in the show, one of the best openings of the series. Very accessible on Spotify. So you bet your bippy that I'm blasting this down the highway, in spite, again, not really being one of the vocal points in the show. I do think that this was like my favorite like handled romantic interest in the franchise, without saying too much about what it was and how it happened or how it was handled. I did like how it just kind of progressed slowly without feeling too forced. It was very intentional. Let's see here. How is it gonna be? Ultra? How much do I actually like Haruki? I like that he yells "oh" a lot, and the dub is very good. Although I have to admit, Sean Chemmel, fantastic, iconic. But I do think I like the previous voice for Ultraman Zero. So I'm gonna put this one in Ultra. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in Ultra because it doesn't quite scrape my emotional attachment, the resonance of having actual brothers be the main character, nor my personal attachment to X being awesome. But I do like Zet. I think, yeah, here is a perfect place for it. I might like Orb a little bit better, story-wise. Alright, Ultraman Toriga! Another one of the best openings in the series, in the franchise. But, and I might have mentioned it before in other videos. I was a little bit disappointed in not being able to get development for everybody on the team, the gut select. I will give it to them that they are charismatic enough for me to be all like, okay, well, I at least know what this character is about. And the things that it focused on was pretty neat, and it definitely had moments that made me think, yeah, that was really cool. And it does have Carmira. She was pretty good. Better than Android Waifu though? As a character, probably not. But I have a crush on Sumire Uesaka, so I'm gonna at least have to say that this show was super. Move Ginga. There we go. Moving on to Ultraman Decker. Yeah, I only recently finished watching Decker, maybe a few months ago. And personally, getting through it was a little bit of a slog. I kind of had to force myself because I felt bad. Because like it seemed like the people who liked Decker liked it a lot. It was like a really important show to them. So I'm all like, there has to be something I'm missing, man. I'll say that Decker has a pretty distinct design. It's hard to miss that large part on his chest. And I will say that one of the most standout episodes was focused on the cute girls. So that's definitely points. And I also really like the opening song. But I don't know. It was kind of like the new generation version of Dinah. And honestly, Dinah was also a bit of a slog for me to finish. I will say that Dinah nailed it at the end. I ended up liking the main character. I can't say I really cared that much about main character of Decker by the end of it. Kind of on account of it being a bit of a slog for me, I might have to put it on Yan. If Decker's your favorite, tell me why in the comments. Tell me why I'm dumb. All right, Blazar, boom. I've said so many things about Blazar. I've spent so much time with Blazar. I've watched each episode like 3-4 times because I had to edit my episodes covering Blazar. And still can't get enough. I still love it. Starring John Young Bosch. Really good dub. And what else can I say about it? I need to move on. Arc. Might need to give Arc another watch, man. Because I did find that the when I was watching it, admittedly I was a little bit at a time of my life where I was very brain off when I was watching things when Arc was showing, so I wasn't able to personally get into like the nitty-gritty of what made Arc good. I will say that the finale was pretty unique, pretty cool. I liked rewatching it and covering that for the channel. And the show did have a lot of very interesting visuals, a lot of creative episodes, very Ultra Q-esque, I guess. Because it had a lot of that mystique, that sort of Twilight Zone sort of scenario. Again, opening was bop, ending theme Mera Mera, also a bop. But there was none that really resonated with me. Maybe it's like also well I think the characters are fine. I didn't love them. I didn't love them like I love the team in Zio, the family of Rube, or anything Scarred related. I don't know, but like for its sheer creativity. The excellent cinematography, I'm gonna put it above Good Guy. And I definitely like it more than, maybe I like it more than Trigger. Do I like it more than Trigger? I actually like the characters in Ginga S though. So I'm gonna put down there. How do I feel about this? Do I actually want Trigger above everything that happened in Ginga S? Because Ginga S actually had a cool story. Had swords. Show had 2 swords. I mean, dual wielding. I might put that above there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above. Sorry, Sumi Pay. All right, yeah. So here it is, the tier list. Tell me how it differs from your opinion on the new generation heroes. And also in the comments, tell me how excited you are for Omega, or if you're tuning into this after Omega dropped, where would you put Omega on your own tier list? Was it Ultra? Is it just Ultra? Super? Is he just a good guy, or man? Subscribe if you haven't. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and action smack that like button, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next Smacchan Pact adventure.